guys, and today I decided to make a video on my experience playing Osu on a Mac. If you didn't know, when I started Osu, I played on a Mac and I did so for 2 years, and I only switched to Windows around 3 months ago or something. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so before the video starts, I'm just gonna let you guys know that I'm gonna be talking about the stable release because that's the version that I was using when I was on a Mac. Not the alpha release, because the alpha was absolute cancer. I mean, seriously. It was just absolutely unplayable. Like, I mean, it's alpha. You can't really argue. But then, it was just bad. You couldn't play on it. Okay, so you're on a Mac and you're trying to play some Osu. And you wait, but wait, what the heck? It's not opening. Yes, believe it or not, Osu didn't even open in some instances. Why? I have no idea. But there was one way to solve it, which was restart the computer. It usually works after that, but restarting the computer on a Mac takes forever. So it was really annoying. Okay, so you've restarted your computer and you're now ready to play Osu. But then wait, you see and hear something different. Something not in present day Osu. This version of Osu is stuck in stable fallback. When you log into Osu on Windows, it should sound and look like this.
Welcome to us. Click the circles. To the beat.
Though stable fallback isn't necessarily unplayable. With the right settings and configurations, Osu on stable fallback, at least the gameplay aspect of it, isn't much different from the latest version of Osu, as you can see here. Though there was one problem with the Osu stable fallback version, and that was skins. Do you know this skin? You probably do. It's one of the most famous and most used skins in Osu. Though on the stable fallback version, it looks a little bit different. As you can see, there are little circles at the end of a slider. This is what's now known as the slider end circle, and making the file transparent lets you have nothing at the end of a slider. But then why did it appear on the Mac version? This is because the stable fallback version doesn't recognize this file. And there is one way to have that little circle at the end disappear, but it's a really long and complicated process, so I'm not gonna really talk about that. But yeah, especially in hidden, there were instances where I clicked at the wrong end of a slider. So after a long and complicated process, I was able to remove the circle at the end of the slider for my own skin. So if you want to check it out, there's links in the description below, so yeah. The next problem is something that I realized after I switched to Windows. So the day I switched to Windows, I decided to play a map and see how it goes, and I realized that I was getting a lot more hundreds than I usually do. I checked the replay and I was clicking too early. It really didn't make sense to me, so I decided to play some other maps and the same thing happened. Then it came clear to me that on Mac, a tap was registered later than on Windows. Adjusting to this was really hard, especially because my tapping was basically muscle memory at this point. So just clicking a little bit later is like just very, very difficult. Okay, now the next problem. This problem is probably the biggest problem that I had on Mac. Okay, so you're casually watching Ruruchi's replay of the Big Black, yeah, the famous one. and you get to this one part and oh no, what happened? Apparently on Mac, when there's bunch of sliders that appear at once, you crash. And this is with snaking sliders off. With on, this happens. It didn't crash, but the game still froze. It's still unplayable. This prevented me from playing some technical maps, including the Big Black, and some multiplayer matches that had these kind of maps with sliders that appear at once. And there you have it. That's all the problems that I faced when I was on a Mac. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I said I'm not gonna do these kind of videos anymore, but you know, it's fun doing it, so let's keep on doing it, you know?